Alright everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this pick a pile reading. So this one is on the next 72 hours from whenever you're finding the video. Your timestamps as always are found down below in the description. Thank you if you're leaving some feedback, thumbs up, comment, tip in the tip jar. Really appreciate that. Enjoy your reading. Option 1, you are over here represented by the white stone. Option 2, you have this stone on your pile here. Option 3, this stone. And option 4, this stone. Alright, so pause the video if you want some more time selecting. I'm going to move into option 1 with everyone picking option 1. See you at your reading. Okay, option 1, your next 72 hours. We've got the Fool card reverse. 9 of Pentacles. Let's get you some more room. Emperor reverse. Ace of Swords, 5 of Cups, King of Wands. So we get some fire sign energy here. Could be a character in your story, especially Aries, but any fire signs, possibility. Capricorn energy as well. Here we have the 7 of Wands, Fortitude in reverse position. Okay. You have Night Magic. It says, meet Vespertine, no sleep for the wild. She is a swirl of creativity and nighttime escapades. She is pure nocturnal playfulness and mystery. Going out at night is not only for the young, night magic is for everyone. Explore the night. Go out dancing or walk under the stars. Gather with your family, your friends, and talk into the wee hours. Sing and play music under the moonlight. Stay up to watch a meteor shower or a lunar eclipse. See the sun rise while the world sleeps. Watch your perspective expand and shift. You have more energy than you believe. Okay, yeah. So at some point here in the next 72 hours, I believe you are taking in the night. Some of you might have a sleepless night, or you're going out at night. You're doing something magical at night, and it is re-energizing you with the King of Wands. Or it's invoking some sort of passion within you. And then you also have meditation. Meet Chutney. One day after a particularly deep meditation, he began to radiate and float. He loves to simultaneously be fully present in his body and his spirit. By simply closing his eyes and observing his breath, he is able to feel what is truly going on within himself. Each subtle sensation becomes vivid with its own unique texture and energy. His mind is like the wide open sky, and his thoughts are like clouds floating by. He watches them arise and dissipate without judgment. Practice with Chutney and watch your awareness brighten until life itself becomes a moving meditation. And then you also have the zigzag spider. Everything is connected. In the next 72 hours, you guys, your spirit is reaching out and it's expanding in a way. It's going beyond like the web that it is previously created, or like it's going somewhere you haven't been in a while. It may not be somewhere brand new with the Fool card reverse, but it's like you're reconnecting with a certain part of yourself that you haven't connected with in a little while. Some of you are definitely doing this through meditation, and it feels like active meditation could really be highlighted here too with the King of Wands. You're getting exercise and you're really in the flow. You're actively meditating. Okay. In the next 72 hours, it's talking about you taking a step back or away from something that you've been putting a lot of energy into. You may have been obsessing over this, or it's like you had overtime at work you were doing. Whatever it is, you're taking a step back from it. there is some sort of loss here in the next 72 hours, but it's like the universe is going to show you how to replace it and give you more at the same time. So it's like you're growing through some sort of loss, but your cups will be refilled and more will come to you. And I feel like probably pretty quickly with the King of Wands here. It's like you know how to navigate this. All right, let's get you some chimes. Some of you are going to have, somebody's going to be abusing their authority, or they're going to like not be, how do we word this? They're not going to be seen in the best light. Like there's some sort of boss or leader, they're a person in a position of authority, and they're showing up in a way that isn't very flattering. This could be actually good for your money somehow. The 9 of Pentacles here. You get the number 3 here, upside down. You get a 50-cent piece. Some of you are listening to 50 Cent's music, or there's something here about like you're halfway there, 50%, or you're gonna like go halfway and then somebody else is gonna have to meet you halfway. You could be eating cucumbers, some sort of dish offered to you, or that you see that has cucumbers in it, or it could be a product like a face mask. Yeah, something is gonna cool down with this person in a position of authority who abuses their power or who has fallen short in some way. It's like there's some like chill out energy, or they're cooling down. Okay, some of you are going to be reminded of a message or some information, and you're either going to be asked to take swift action with this, or you're just intuitively going to want to respond quickly. But do like cool your energy, balance yourself. It'll actually give you more efficiency, more swiftness. I'm seeing somebody smiling here too. It's like somebody that you've been waiting on, or something that you've been waiting on is happy to meet you halfway and to connect with you. Someone or something you've been looking for. You're going halfway, they're going halfway. You're going to connect in the next 72 hours. And it is happy to be with you. You may see a spider in the next 72 hours. Succulents I'm also getting show up. No, there could be something that doesn't work out. Something that was in a gestation period that doesn't work out. Or it's still in a gestation period, it's not ready yet. So it's like the baby's still in the womb, maybe not going to have it in the next 72 hours. Or this is a situation where there is a miscarriage, or it's a project, that gets aborted, here with the Fool card reverse. But for a lot of you, it's just kind of like there's a familiarity in the next 72 hours. There's some stuff that's new, but there's a lot of familiarity too. And there might be something new, some sort of new idea or new message, new start, new beginning, new step to take, that you're still warming up to or preparing for. You're not there yet. You're maybe halfway there, but you don't have the fortitude yet. You're not prepared yet, and the universe isn't delivering it yet. Okay. All right. That is what I've got coming through for messages for you. I will move into the next one. Many blessings, and bye-bye. Okay. Pile 2. Let's see what you've got here for cards. Imagination and illumination. Eight of Wands reverse. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Eight of Pentacles right side up. Queen of Swords. Okay. Star card reverse. So we have Aquarian energy coming through very strongly, apt to be representing a character in your story next 72 hours. You also have earth signs on the table. Okay. So, next 72 hours, it's like you're going to be working away at something. The Eight of Pentacles, maybe another person too. You're working at something. There could be a new stream of income, new offer, new client, new customer, new sale being made with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is apt to go smoothly. There's not much struggle, not much fight, not a whole lot of growth right away necessarily, but it's more about the resources and the money and receiving what you need or getting started with something. Some of you are starting a new job in the next 72 hours. Okay, Eight of Wands reversed. There could be some delays with travel in the next 72 hours here, especially if it's connected to an earth sign person. Some of you, there's a blockage, imbalance, delay, conflict, separating with somebody who has personal placements in the earth signs, one of the earth signs. Let me go ahead and get your chimes on the table too. Okay, blackberries and cucumbers. Be eating things with blackberries and cucumbers, or they're coming through in some way, shape, or form. So maybe somebody's got a funny shirt with a cucumber on it, or you hear a new recipe with one or more of these foods. Okay, we got the number 0 here on the Three of Cups. Somebody's feeling like they don't have friends, or they don't have anybody to celebrate with. They don't have anything to bring to the table, possibly. And so that's like part of it, the 72 hours, but then here it comes. Here comes the new resource, the new money, the new start, the new friend, whatever. Okay. You might see an accident on your way to work. Some of you are hear of an accident while you're at work. But for others, it's like somebody's working on a vehicle. There's some sort of delay with transportation. Might literally be about the condition of the vehicle. Okay, somebody is expressing something, a creative idea or thought, but I feel like it's more than just an idea or thought. It's like a whole story or a whole essay or a whole formula maybe. Okay, so that's either you teaching this, explaining this to somebody else, or writing it down, or this is you learning from somebody else, being a student. Somebody may be expressing their sexual feelings in the next 72 hours. I see that as well. It's like there's some sort of, there's a soulfulness to this. It's not just lust, there's a soulful desire or aspect to it. Some of you want to know about a specific wish, or desire of your soul. Will it happen in the next 72 hours? I don't feel like it's going to fully be manifest in the next 72 hours with the Star card reverse, but it's like you may be going from 0, nothing to something, seeing something. It's like it's starting to emerge, or you're like, if it's a certain amount of money, the money is starting to come in. Okay, and you have imagination. Meet Zed. He might not look like your ordinary house cat, but in fact he is one. He doesn't come from outer space or from a far off land. He lives just around the corner. He is the maker of his own kittyverse. He is constantly recreating himself to mirror the infinite possibilities of his imagination. Today he is purple and green, but tomorrow he might be made of flowers, and the next day he might have stars for eyes. We are all in a constant state of becoming. We don't need to always stick with the familiar A, B, and C. Sometimes we can reach for Z. So yeah, in the next 72 hours, there's some advice coming through about clarifying your vision and like allowing yourself energetically to be in the end of what you're trying to manifest, be in the end result. And you have here illumination. Meet glow. She shines her warm light into our dark places. She illuminates our fears and our shadows, giving us the courage to face them, to unravel them, and to bring healing. Sometimes it may seem easier to take the long route around the dark forest within, but Glow knows that true ease comes from presence, not avoidance. So carry her with you. Hold on, I've got a bug biting me I need to deal with. Carry her with you as you journey into the depths of your heart and soul. Let her loving light warm the places of shame, hurt, sadness, disappointment, anger, and guilt. She can turn the darkest, twisted forest into a golden cove of love. Okay, so in the next 72 hours, use your imagination for good. It's saying that you're going to be like, there's going to be some illumination, and then you're going to be able to see what you have to work with, what you're dealing with. And that's actually going to be better than having it in the dark. Okay, we're shining a light on some things within. And you have cow and bull, appreciate the process. So in the next 72 hours, appreciate the process. I feel like some of you are doing some food prep or cooking. Some of you might be doing something with your car, cleaning it or working on your car in the next 72 hours as well. There's definitely forward movement here. You guys are having a mini breakthrough, I think, here within the next 72 hours. And it's like through the energy of allowance and ease and being able to appreciate the process rather than to try to force it, hurry it, sort of, what is it? Like sugarcoat something or gloss over something. No, you're genuinely like dealing with what needs to be dealt with, and so you're doing it right, and you're getting yourself like off on the right foot. Does that make sense? There's a lot here about stars too, so I think a lot of you, there's going to be some connection to stars, stars in the sky, or astrology or astronomy. Somebody's name is star that you're connecting with. You're drawing a real cool star. I don't know. There's some sort of connection. And it feels like there's a warming of the thoughts. Like there's more positive thinking, more positive words flowing in the next 72 hours. But it seems to fluctuate a little bit here with the Three of Cups being reversed. Okay, guys, that's where I'm going to leave your reading and move into the next one. Many blessings, and bye-bye. All right, pile 3. Let's see what you got for cards. You've got bliss and synchronicity. Meet Camellia. She is in full bloom, radiating in delight. When something challenging happens, we often ask ourselves, what can we learn from this? Camellia is here to remind us not to overlook the possibility that some of life's most poignant lessons come from moments of ecstatic bliss. What makes your body, mind, and soul ring with joy? How can you connect to the golden thread of meaning and let it weave its way through your life? This is an invitation to embrace all that is marvelous in your life. Let bliss overcome you as you bask in the limitless love of a million sunrises. So I feel like a lot of you are going to catch a beautiful sunrise, or there's going to be like a painting of a beautiful sunrise. You're creating a sunrise. There's some sort of connection to sunrise in the next 72 hours. Maybe it's in a movie. Something else may also literally be in full bloom or come to harvest. Maybe you're growing plants or there's flowers nearby, somewhere. They're in full bloom in the next 72 hours. And synchronicity says, meet Lexi. Some of you, these names could resurface in the next 72. Meet Lexi. She passed into our world through the divine nexus of a series of unlikely events. She arrives at the precise moment when she is needed most, as if answering a silent prayer. She appears with a perfect and sweet antidote to our fears and struggles. You will not know when she is coming, but when she arrives, your heart will open, the air will sparkle, and your world will awaken with new life. Coincidence? Maybe. A beautiful mystery? Certainly. Watch for her paw prints as they glimmer and meander through your life. So a lot of you will see something shimmering, shiny, glittery in the next 72 hours. Something is just going to fall into place for you, I'm feeling. Like something is just going to fall into place. Something is going to sync up, and it's going to feel beyond coincidence in the next 72. What else? Art. Four of Swords, recuperation reverse, Hierophant reverse, Gemini energy, the Lovers reverse, Death card reverse. Okay. Four of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups. It's a romantic time, and that's not necessarily even going to involve another person. For some of you, it's about art. It's about making art, or it's about appreciating art and exploring different creations. Nature's creations, like with the sunrise, but also likely to be, sculptures or paintings people have done. Just appreciating the beauty and art is really a theme here in the next 72 hours. Something significant. Some of you might finish a project or be working on a project that is some sort of art, music, dance, fine arts. Okay, Taurus, Gemini energy, Scorpio energy, all upside down. So these could be characters in your story. We've also got Cancer and Pisces represented here. But Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini are reversed. In the next 72 hours, some of you are experiencing a retrograde through one or more of these places. There could be delays, conflicts, arguments, or separations between you and these people. There could also be things that catch you off guard or are unexpected, maybe are beautiful, or you appreciate like the artistic nature of it. And it's connected to, again, these zodiac signs. There's something non-traditional here. Doing something non-traditional, doing something different, but it's like you're also keeping a foot on the ground. You've also got your rituals and your regular routine that you're adhering to an extent. A lot of you will get asked out on a date. You may be going on a date, the Knight of Cups. Definitely connecting with a water sign person or somebody who's in a romantic mood, has some love to share, is offering some love. And I feel like this is coming in, after, it's like you find it within yourself, or you provide for yourself, you align with the love, you align with what is being offered here, and then it shows up, it's offered. Oppression, the Ten of Wands reverse, and then the Four of Pentacles. Some of you are saving money, saving resources in the next 72 hours, being a little bit conservative in that way. Let's get you some chimes and things. Could be eating a cucumber, something with cucumber in it. Keeps coming out. I'm going to move it out of the basket. Chocolate. I'm also getting chocolate, pastries, baked goods. You're making something, eating something, or offered something like this. Rose too, rose tea or something with roses in it. Okay. This is really interesting to me, what we've got going on here. The Lovers card can be an energy of twin flames, or any sort of twins, biological twins. And we've got these two stones perfectly lined up with this in between it. This beautiful pink and red stone, heart and root chakra energy. So if you have a twin, I feel like even if you're not connecting with them like in 3D or talking on the phone, there's an energetic communication. There's signals and messages being exchanged between you, the two of you, through your blood, through your heart. Okay. And this goes for twin flames too. Some of you soulmates. Yep, somebody is this chocolate thing or this pastry thing, whatever it is, it's loved. There's this energy of love with the food. And it's like a non-traditional food or non-traditional spin on it. Something different about this food. You get the number 2 and you got minus. So some of you, like, you're starting off with a certain amount of money. It has a 2 in it. Maybe it's $200, it's $2,000, it's whatever. Maybe it's $2, and you're spending some of it in the next 72 hours. Okay. Water will assist you in the next 72 hours. They're giving the message, stay hydrated, stay clean, work with water. It's going to help bring in healing. It's going to help raise your vibration. Yeah, there's this energy of cooling something down, but it's coming through in it's like cool, calm, collective. You know, it's attractive, cool as a cucumber, like mellow. So this could be somebody else's energy. This could be your energy. There's a reduction in some sort of burden or stress. Some of the weight is lifted off from you or another person here in the next 72 hours. And it could be some resources coming in. It's talking about you saving some for your future self. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're finding love, and you're finding a way to ground yourself and connect to spirit and connect to your heart. And I feel like this could have to do with location to an extent. It's like you're finding where you feel comfortable, where you can chill, and taking some time to do that. Some of you, it's doing it with a loved one or a lover or a date also. Some of you, it's just on your own, or with somebody who you're very close to, who's like they mirror you in some way. It could be a twin of yours. You guys might be very similar in some ways. Okay. And you have delight and daring, 5-line skank. So in the next 72 hours, you're going to delight in daring. There's some challenge here. You're daring. You're delighting in it. You have the bliss and the synchronicity. Yeah. Okay. So beautiful stuff here. Bit of a focus on just like what you love to do and this energy of love, and taking chances that are paying off. It's like you're enjoying the process. You're taking risks, taking chances. You're being daring. You're enjoying the process of that. And it's producing beautiful results too. It's really filling your cup here in the next 72 hours. Some of you, something's going to happen with the number 2. It's like the second day of the month, or 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. possibly. There's some connection with this number and something that you are releasing. Could be a message too for some of you, something you need to communicate. You're releasing a message you've been holding on to for a while. Somebody in the next 72 hours might try to cover up something that they've burnt. So maybe they burnt toast and they're trying to cover up the smell. What else? I'm seeing air bubbles or air pockets in something as well. Most likely of food, but I'm not sure. I feel like you're loving your eccentricity and you're loving like somebody else's eccentricity. They're loving the eccentricity of you, like how you're non-traditional, non-conformist, how you march to the beat of your own drum, your style, your uniqueness is being appreciated and loved. Anything else? Any remaining messages? There's some sort of resistance to change, maybe fear of change here, be disconnected from the higher self, or dealing with like some opposition from the more traditional style people, or people who value certain traditions that you're shifting. But there's love and support coming in to like make it so much, like it's not even relevant. It's just love comes in and saves the day, and like makes it so that you can overcome that more smoothly, and you don't have to worry about that. It eases the tension, the stress, the burdens that otherwise would be there. So that's what I'm seeing for you in the next 72 hours. Many blessings, and bye-bye. Okay, pile 4. Here we go. Let's see what you have here for cards. Knight of Pentacles, that could be representing an earth sign person. King of Swords, that could be an air sign person. Two of Pentacles, that could be some sort of exchange, buying something, selling something, some sort of exchange here. One of these people, possibly. The Magician reversed, okay. Somebody may try to trick you, or there's something tricky here, but I don't feel like you're going to fall for it. The Five of Pentacles being reversed instead of right side up. Or if you do, it's like you catch on quickly. All right. The next 72 hours, you're steadily progressing with something. This is very intentful, okay? It's an educated choice and decision to move at this pace. It's slow and steady is going to win the race here. It's being done mindfully. It's being like we're paying attention to details here with the King of Swords, purification, and getting the job done right. So what else do we have? Six of Swords is reversed, Eight of Cups, seclusion, Ace of Wands, stimulation reverse, Queen of Wands, regeneration reverse. Let's go ahead and get you some chimes as well. Stones, clarify, this Queen of Wands reverse, Ace of Wands reverse energy, thank you. Okay. And where are the other cards you guys have? Good. Purification. All right, so there's a highlighted message here with purification. Something is being purified in the next 72 hours. It says, meet Calico, the maven of purification. She shows up in our life when it is time to let go of everything that no longer serves us. Long ago, she used to be a sad little kitty and believed that was just who she was. When she realized the sadness was not her at all, but a heavy cloak she had been wearing for much too long, she let the cloak drop off her shoulders and felt as light as air. Now she is simply pure being. What old beliefs, stagnant energy, or unhealthy habits can you toss to the wind in order to set yourself free? And you have Paradox. Meet Stardust. He is the convergence of opposites. He is the dark and the light. He is a magician that turns everything on its head, pawing at the paradox. He travels the galaxies with his best friends, free will and destiny. No one knows where one begins and the other ends. He sees the good in the evil and the evil in the good. Within every blessing there is a tragedy, and within every tragedy there is a blessing. We think we know what is what, but Stardust throws everything into question. Let the paradox open up our thinking and our perspective. Okay, and your last card is White-tailed Deer. Pause, assess, act. Some of you might see a deer or be talking about a deer, overhear a conversation about deer. Could be in a movie, could be in real life, could be on a shirt, but deer may come through for you again in the next 72 hours. Yeah, so there's this message to pause, assess, and act. There is the potential for someone to have an outburst or get upset. The Queen of Wands reverse, the Ace of Wands reverse. But it's like, if that happens, we're going to be able to tap into the energy, like the core energy, and bring some coolness to it and like calm down, chill out. Some of you are separating yourselves from a group of people. Someone, you might be going on a journey or just going off on your own for a period of time to get some space. I feel like you want some sort of new start or new beginning, and it's not here yet, and it's like, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's figure it out. And in the next 72 hours, the guides are saying there's some things that you could let go of or release with the purification that would help you to move into the energy and that new start, new beginning more efficiently. Okay, they're showing me, like, you know, when you're floating, you have to be light to float. You have to lighten your load, lighten your energy to float. It's like a feather, you know, the wind can take the feather, it's not going to take a boulder. And it's that sort of energy. It's like if you lighten your resistance, your mood, your energy, your thoughts, you're not overthinking, you lighten yourself up, then you can be brought to this new place or this new energy. You can step into this new beginning. Okay, some of you, there's something here with mountains or pyramids. It could be hills, but they look like mountains to me. Maybe like a mountain range. Okay. I feel like in the next 72 hours, if you need transportation to a store to make some sort of exchange, that's coming through for you. It's like if there's a practical reason you're going to be in a car or in a vehicle, you're going to be traveling. If there's a practical reason, and your creations are practical reasons. We've got the sacral chakra energy, so it could be travel to see somebody that you're sexually intimate with as well. You got blackberries on the table. Some of you might be eating something with blackberries in it, or this is a blackberry scented whatever, you know, candle or whatever it is. It's not new to you though. You're familiar with it. You've had it before. If it's a dish or whatever, a product, it's like you're familiar with it. Six of Wands ascendancy with the big stone on it. So yeah, again, it's like you're gonna realize that something is weighing too heavily on your mind, and that's why you're not feeling as free as you are, why you're not able to move as swiftly as you are, or move into change within your life so swiftly. And I feel like you're taking proactive steps, and so you're moving that process along. There's this theme about like seeing why it wasn't working and aligning so that it can work. Okay, some of you are releasing a person from your life. Could be a fire sign person, or it could be somebody who's just, their energy and your energy isn't the greatest match. They may be saying things or doing things that block your manifestations or hurt your self-confidence or your self-esteem in some way, and that, you know, hinders you. It blocks your manifestations. They might have a poverty mindset. They keep talking to you about these things, and it's like you want to be thinking higher vibrational thoughts, you want to be aligning to higher vibrational things, and you're coming in with the Knight of Pentacles energy and the King of Swords energy, saying, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm going to set healthy boundaries, I'm going to take my time, I'm going to be mindful, I'm not going to skip over things, I'm really going to weed the garden right, create the right purification in my life, release what needs to be released, and get this job done correctly. And I feel like the forces of the universe are stepping up and matching you with that energy. They're saying, okay, yeah, you're giving that out. We're going to give, back to you. We're going to match your energy and assist you. It could be cloudy for some of you in the next 72 hours. Like the sun has gone away. It's cloudy. Some of you are definitely going to catch a sunset. There's something like about catching a sunset, and then it might produce an interesting dream for you if you go to sleep that night. Okay, this is really specific, but for some of you, I'm seeing a blue belt, like you're finding or wearing a blue belt, or somebody else's, or suspenders possibly. Some of you are seeing the sun reflected in the water next 72 hours. Yeah, listen to your gut. In the next 72 hours, listen to your gut, because there's something that's misaligned, or there's some sort of trickery, and it's like you have the ability to utilize the right tools and see through that. Okay. Anything else? I'm seeing a path or a line here with the King of Swords. Some of you are going on a walk with a teacher or somebody who will teach you something, or it's like somebody you're teaching something to. Just a little walk and talk, a little conversation here. Some of you, it's like you're in a vehicle, you drive somewhere, and then you go for a walk, maybe out in nature, something like this. It's helping to slow your thoughts down. It's helping you to move out of an energy of lack or poverty, clear your mind, and separate yourself from energies that you much need to separate yourself from. It's like a comfort zone energy too. I'm also seeing wood. For some of you, it's like you're working with wood, or you're near trees, you're seeing interesting pieces of wood or sticks around. Something might be carved in a stick, or you could see a symbol in the wood. Okay. That's what I'm seeing for you. I'm going to go ahead and leave this message here. Many blessings, and bye-bye.